Colleagues, friends, students, welcome to 2017. I hope you've had a wonderful break. I know that last year was trying for many of us. Many of you had to study throughout the December holiday, but I hope you've had the opportunity to have some R&R. I hope all of you are returning to 2017 in a reinvigorated fashion. I want to particularly welcome first years. It's really wonderful having you at Wits. You are truly talented to have got here, and I truly hope that you enjoy your experience of Wits. I know it seems daunting in these first few days, but you'll get the hang of it. I hope you have the opportunity to experience all of Wits' pleasures. I hope you go to the grounds, sports grounds and our sporting facilities. I hope you go to our cultural opportunities. I hope you enjoy the classrooms, but I hope you have a holistic university experience at Wits, and I hope you truly enjoy it. You have the capacity to make a great impact in the world. Use all of the Wits opportunities to make your mark as a human being. To staff and students, more generally, I want to tell you that our registration has gone well. We at the moment have, according to plan, over 25,000 students have registered. By the end of the year, because we still have postgraduate student enrollments in April and July and September, we should make our 36,000 target, and we are on track for having achieved all our enrollment goals. To the staff and the students who've enabled us, I want to say a particularly thank you. Many of you in the faculties, many of you in the enrollment centers and in financial aid office and in the fees office, all have played an incredible role and managed a complex process and done incredibly well in this regard. I want to say a thank you on behalf of the entire university community. On the challenges of fees, I do want to say that I and the executive management are very mindful of the challenging economic conditions we confront and the huge financial burdens on families and students to pay the university fees. Our challenge is that we've got to retain enough income to keep Wits University open. It costs us about 300 million rand a month to keep this institution running. And it's important to note that we only get less than 50% of that in a government subsidy. So we do have to derive an income from student fees. The fee increase, as you know, is 8%, but government has committed to paying the fee increase for all of those students with a family income of less than 600,000. And so that's a huge help to many, many students. For NSFAS students, government has given us an undertaking that has asked us to enroll NSFAS students and given us an undertaking that they will cover the costs. Not only for your 2017 fees, but they've also asked us to enroll NSFAS students with historic debt. So all of you are entitled to enroll, and we have given the go-ahead to the finance office to ensure that the holds on your registration are lowered and that you can proceed. NSFAS students who have historic debt can register, and new NSFAS students can also register for 2017. Our challenge has been, of course, the missing middle. We, of course, I personally went to a meeting with the Minister of Higher Education and asked effectively for government to guarantee the historic debt of missing middle students so that we can also enroll them. Government was clear that it did not have the money, and it did say that debt is for the student's account. That provides us with a huge challenge. We are governed by two acts: the Higher Education Act, that insists that we have to manage this institution in a financially sustainable way, and the Credit Act, which makes it clear that no institution that can provide debt to individuals that can't pay it back. In this context, with this kind of legislative parameters, we've had to make some concessions. And so we've tried to go as far as we can. All students with less than 10,000 debt, we've rolled your debt into your 2017 fees and allowed you to register. For those with debt higher than 10,000, we've asked you to pay 50% and effectively enter into a payment plan for the remainder. And in that context, you can register. This, we believe, allows us to assist as many students as you can without running foul of the legislation that governs how we should manage this institution. And so I think we've gone as far as we can to address and assist students. Now, will this stop the student protests? I can't tell you. I hope we don't have student protests. I've said before and I say again, Wits University cannot grant free education. That can only be granted by government itself. What we can do and where we can assist, we have tried to go as far as we can. I hope in the last couple of months I've spent long engagements with students, facilitated by our Chancellor and a group of conveners. And we've had long conversations about the challenges that students confront. We've also discussed the challenges that universities confront. And I am on record as having said to them that we are supportive of the struggle to lower the cost of education. And I've also said that I will march with students. And I think many vice-chancellors will. But there are two fundamental principles that we cannot violate. The first is that there shall not be any violence. And the second is that there cannot be any permanent shutdown to the universities. Both of those principles would violate what it means to manage a university, would violate the interests of the vast majority of students and staff on our campus and on universities around the country. And so, yes, we will assist as far as we can to participate in the struggle for free education or for lowering the costs of education. But what we will not do is be party to any violence and be party to any permanent shutdown. We completed the academic program in 2016, and we will definitely want to complete the academic program in 2017. I hope that 2017 is a wonderful year for all of us. I hope we don't repeat the trying conditions that we had at the end of 2016. I think it's in the broad interest of the entire university community to retain the stature of this university, to retain the standing of this university, and to ensure that this university continues as a sustainable university that produces high quality decolonized education for all. And so I wish all of us a wonderful 2017, and I wish that we all work together in making this a stable year so that we have good pass rates, we have fantastic research, we have good engagement, and we create a kind of free space for a battle of ideas that needs to happen in a great university like Wits. Welcome again to the 2017 academic year.